measurements we had to do. We cut all of those PVC pipes, and these are all of the measurements that we had to cut out.
Did you talk about the notes? It says up top there, the notes, Weston.
These notes.
See the notes, the music notes.
Oh, these are all the
Yeah.
notes. These are the measurements in inches, and these are the measurements in centimeters. That was just how the measurements we needed. We were trying to figure out what worked. And this is some of the math that we had to do to figure out what the measurements needed to be and stuff.
So you were tuning each tube, right? The length of the tube meant
Yeah,
notes.
and then we couldn't figure out how to get them to stay up so they wouldn't fall down. And so we put little couplings on them so they'd stay in the above the place where you could hit it. And that's just more drawings about how to keep it up. We had to hammer all the couplings on all 27 of them, and we had to cut all the different lengths of the pipes. Yeah, you rotate that.
It might not rotate.
Okay. So these are the missing. Okay, these are the missing ones that we had to do. So we were almost done. And yeah. And that's it. When you hit it, it forces air through it and it makes sound waves. So when you hit different pipes, they make different sounds. So like that. And it's actually the exact same notes as a piano. So whatever you play on this, you can play on the piano. So this is what I know to play.
He had like 10 songs in there. Yeah, there was. What is that one from?
I think that one's called Axel F.
Oh, that's Axel F. Yeah, Axel F. So who recognized a couple of songs in there? Anybody recognize a few? Yeah. What did you hear, David?
Crazy Train.
Yeah, Crazy Train. Who else heard something? Who else heard something? What else did you hear? Huh? There was a little Lady Gaga in there?
Oh.
Oh, sorry.
I don't know the name.
Yes. What's that one? The Mozart one.
Yeah.
Oh, it's called Turkish March.
Right. Yeah.
Yep. I think I also heard questions.
Why is there a huge magnet? That's actually a weight. It's because if I took that off, it would probably fall over and crush us. Oh.
Design error.
So heavy. So heavy in the sense of
How did you think of this idea?
actually, I saw a YouTube video and I saw a kid playing one that he made, and I just thought I really wanted to make one, and so I made one. And I learned how to play songs on it.
How long did it take you to build this?
To build it, maybe a little over 2 months. Not sure.
Yeah, it's about that.
More questions. More questions.
How about song requests?
Oh, yeah.
Can you play Montego Bay?
I don't know that one. What? I don't know. I don't even. I don't know. What's going on?
Megan's got a song. What's,
What do you know besides that?
Besides all that,
well, what was in there? Tell them what songs were in there, because some of them you might not.
well, the last one was.
You had Charlie Brown in there. Charlie Brown was in there.
And then I also had
Mission.
Mario Bros.
Oh, yes, I know it.
Mission Impossible?
Yeah, Mission Impossible. I had the Axel F. I had Crazy Train. Yeah. I had Axel F. I think that's what it's called.
That's the one.
That's it. Yeah. Oh, I Pirates of the Caribbean.
Oh, great. How about The Sound of Music, Weston?
Oh, I can play that.
Teacher's got a question.
Oh, which
Oh, sorry.
that one? Oh, yeah, that's from the K9. How do you tune the pipes?
Well, we have a keyboard, and actually, whenever I played on this, you can actually play on the piano.
Mm.
So, like, I can play that one.
But how did you?
How do you change a note,
How'd
remember?
you make it match? Right.
We cut them. We actually had 70 feet of PVC pipe, and we cut it off at what we thought was about right, and then we play the piano key, and we see if it matched it, and we just keep cutting it a little, because the smaller you cut it, the higher the note. So.
Right.
He did it by ear.
How many pipes do you have there?
27, I think.
All right, so he's got a full set of ebony and ivory there, right? The
Oh.
see, there's like the black keys up top. See,
Yeah,
on
like a
keyboard,
piano.
you got the white on the bottom, right? And then the black keys on the top.
Oh,
Yeah.
I can only see one.
Yeah.
So you have flats and sharps and
Mm-hmm. And then how? Oh, sorry.
Why does one of them have like a red ring about it? I don't know.
This is a boy.
what?
He just colored one of them.
Oh.
Kind of gives you an idea of where.
Why don't you talk about your high-tech paddles there?
Oh yeah.
Show them what you're playing with.
They're just flip flops. I tried to make my own paddles that would sound better, but I made these. I cut they're like the paddle ball paddles, and then I put foam on them, and so they don't sound very good. So that's why I didn't use them. They kind of sound. And then this one sounds a little better, but they don't sound as good as the flip flops.
In the end, the flip-flop won.
Yeah.
Okay.
What if you had used the stick, just a stick? What happens when you use a stick, like a pen?
Just hit it.
I
Yeah.
don't know. Do you have drumsticks?
I don't.
Maybe.
Some of those markers, or a pen, or pencil, yeah. Oh.
It doesn't force the air through the tube.
Yeah, it doesn't completely push
Right.
it in.
It's still
What if you use
different.
your palm? Palm.
That doesn't sound as good because it doesn't really
Hey,
absorb
brother.
it. But what works, you can blow on it. So that works because it's still pushing the air through it. Donuts. What? Donuts.
There's a key.
What's it? Donuts?